For years, Pinecone Research was one of the most exclusive survey sites out there. You needed a special invitation to be able to even join. And so many people wanted to get in. But now it's finally open to everyone, and new members even get a $5 joining bonus just for completing a short welcome survey. Sounds great, right? Well, not everything is as good as it used to be. And there are some changes you really need to know about before you join. And make sure to stick around, because at the end I'll also share my honest verdict on whether Pinecone is still worth your time or not. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael and I have tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, and in this video I'll give you an updated review of Pinecone Research. I'll show you what's new, what's good, and also what's not so good anymore. And by the end you'll know if this is a service site you should now spend your time on, or if your effort is better spent somewhere else. So let's get started. So let me just give you a quick background in case you are not familiar with Pinecone Research, because it's been around for many years and was considered one of the very best service sites. And what made it stand out was that it was invite only, so you couldn't just go to the website and sign up like you can on most other survey panels. And that exclusivity made a lot of people want to join it even more. And it also gave more opportunities to the members that actually got in because it was not overcrowded. And on top of that, Pinecone had a very strong reputation because every survey used to pay a guaranteed $3, which is quite high compared to most other survey sites. And you could cash out directly to PayPal, which also made it very popular. So it used to be one of the most trusted and rewarding options, but things have changed a lot recently, and that's what I'll go over now. So let's start by going over who can join. And Pinecone Research, first of all, is not available in all countries. I believe it is around 5 to 7 countries or so that it is open, but maybe that will also open now for other countries now that they have opened up in general, because as mentioned, you used to only be able to join through an invitation link, and those invitations links were hard to get. Once in a while I got some on my website, but they often also expired quickly, and it was just hard for people to become members. But they have changed it now, so you can now just go to the website. You can see here they didn't used to actually have a joining button, but they do have that now. You can just go and sign up as you can on all other service sites. And as mentioned earlier also, when you just join and then you fill out a welcome survey, you will actually get a $5 joining bonus. It takes a few minutes to take that welcome survey, so that's of course all really great. Just be aware that welcome survey, if you already used to be a member, you are not getting that $5 there, so just wanted to clarify that. And the website also looks more modern and more user-friendly in general. But even though it might sound very appealing now, you need to be aware that it doesn't offer the exact same things as it used to. So let's dive into this a bit more. I'll log in, show you around, show you both the pros and the cons, so before you jump in, you know exactly what to expect. So I have now logged into Pinecone Research, and again there can be some differences in exactly what it offers depending on the country you join from, so just be aware of that. They do have different platforms for each country, and you just need to search for your country, which once it is available in, it is only, as mentioned, 5 to 7 countries or something like that. But in general, it's quite easy to find out how to use it. You can just go in and you can see you can take surveys, and that's the main way to get paid here or to earn. So you would just need to go in and fill out your profile completely to have a chance at getting more surveys. So how many surveys that are available, usually that will depend on your profile and also of course the country, but it does have a decent amount in general. It has more surveys than it used to have because it used to be more these exclusive surveys. So that of course sounds great, but as I will also show you, it's not always about the number of surveys. There are other things you need to consider as well, but that's the main thing to earn by doing here. But they also do have other things you can do there. For example, have sweepstakes. You can see where you can potentially win really big rewards if you win entries, and if you're very lucky you can see even a dream car, but that's like, you know, looks like it's in 6 months or something like that, or more than that, right? But they also have daily drawing of $100, weekly drawing of $250. And you would get entries just by participating. Using the different options in here will give you these entries, so you can then choose which ones you want to participate in. And if you're very lucky, of course, you can win a lot. But again, it is a sweepstake. There are a lot of participants, so you have to be very lucky to get any of these. But as an extra chance, it's of course great to have. And one other way, extra way to actually earn sweepstakes, that is that you can go here, you can go and take these quizzes and polls there. You can see here, you can earn these sweepstakes entries by just taking very short, quick quizzes there. So that's one thing to be aware of if you're interested in them, in these different sweepstakes, of course, there. They also have these play games and make money, supposedly. Personally, for me, it hasn't worked while I have tested it. So if you have actually tried it, please let me know in the comments. Are the games working for you? How is it working? Do you see great results with it? Right now, it's not working for me. It hasn't while I have tested it since it updated. So maybe it's just a bug. Maybe it's just me and my browser. I'm not sure, but please feel free to share your experiences in a comment below. And those are the main ways to now earn on Pinecone Research. So let's now talk about the payout options, because some things have also changed there. And then we'll also talk about whether these are actually some good changes or which one of them might not be so good, because the earning options themselves, they look quite good, but there are some more things we just need to talk about also. We'll do that. We just first need to talk about how you can get paid, because that's very important to understand also. So one thing you need to be aware of is that you now need to earn $10 to be able to redeem. That used to be faster. You could basically, in the past, just earn $3. You took one survey, then you could get paid. Now that has changed. You now need to earn $10. Also, be aware that as you see here, you can now exchange this for a Visa gift card, Amazon gift card code, or one of the 1,800 gift cards that they offer. Decent rewards, I would say, but they have then removed the PayPal option they used to have. So of course, it's great. They still have the Visa card option and the other gift cards, and there are plenty to choose from. But if you only want to get paid in PayPal cash or bank transfer, so you just need to be aware that is not an option on Pinecone. Personally, I think it's great rewards here. I just wish that they had also kept the PayPal option to make it more flexible. So that's definitely one thing to consider. But there are also some other important things to consider. So let's dive deeper into that now. So one thing that used to make Pinecone very special was the high rewards, and because it was so exclusive, the service that were there, it was easier to qualify for and all that. And now there are more service, which sounds great, of course, but it seems like it's also a lot harder now to qualify, and they are paying a lot less than they used to. And in general, if you look at reviews, you can see, for example, after the update on Trustpilot, they've started getting a lot of really bad reviews. In general, I don't just look at something like Trustpilot, because that can also be manipulated, and there's some things about it that I'm just very careful just blindly trusting it. But sometimes when I then combine it with my own experience and from what I hear from you, from my audience that visit my website and my YouTube channel, all that, then I put that all together. And there's just some interesting things here that people are, for example, mentioning here. And one person is mentioning the lack of support. Others are, you see, that it used to be easier there. And some person, as quite a few people talk about, and that's also what I've heard on my website and on my YouTube channel here. People have said that they used to love it. They've been a member for years, and now it's just very hard to actually get selected. For example, for the product test, they used to have product testing also there, and they used to have PayPal. They don't have that anymore. They have a very hard time actually qualifying for the surveys. You see here again, people are talking about that. They used to earn a lot more. Now it's a lot harder to actually qualify and get into the surveys, and they pay a lot less. And there's a lot of people that have shared those experiences with me also. Again, as mentioned there, I don't just look at reviews like that, because again, often people go there to complain, sometimes even when they actually have committed fraud and used VPN and all these things. So you have to be careful about that. But because I can put things together, and because so many of you have also shared your experiences, then it has become quite clear for me that Pinecone Research definitely has some improvements, but there definitely also are some things that might not be as great anymore. So let's just sum all that up. So there are some things about the update I like about Pinecone. I do think that it needed a whole update design-wise and all that, so it became a little bit more modern. It definitely achieved that. It's also great that it have opened up for more people, but that has also given some challenges. Of course, they now have that $5 joining bonus. I love that, but as you can see, and as I have also heard from a lot of you, and please also feel free to share your experiences below, then it is now harder to qualify for the service, and they pay a lot less, and the payout threshold is higher. The payout options are not the same anymore. You can't get paid via PayPal anymore, for example, and a lot of people are quite upset about that. And if you want to just get paid via PayPal, I actually do have a list of the best service sites that pay via PayPal on my website. I will leave a link to that below so you can go and check that out. But in general, I think that if you do live in a country where it is available, it can still be worth just testing how does it work for you and for your profile, because it is free to sign up. You can just go there, sign up. It takes a few minutes. You will actually get a $5 joining bonus. Of course, you can't just take that out. You actually would need to earn $10 in total to be able to take it out. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But it can be worth trying, but do it with realistic expectations. It's not the same as it used to be. You will not get $3 per survey. It will take more patience to qualify. So all those things are things you need to keep in mind. So where it used to be one of my top recommended options, if you could actually get in, then now I would say it's kind of just like an average service site, a bit below average, actually, for me, personal opinion and experience. If you have another opinion, please feel free to share it below. So that's why I would say, as an extra service site, it can be worth checking out. Personally, there are just other sites that I prefer instead. I actually do have a list on my website also of the best Pinecone Research alternatives. I will leave a link to that below so you can also go and check that out and see which sites might, in many cases, give more flexibility, be a little bit more user-friendly overall now, in my opinion. So make sure to check that out. And I also hope this video then helped you overall to find out exactly what to expect from Pinecone now and whether it's for you or not. And if it did help you, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.